Art. Hey, True Believers, Hank Team here, and it's first appearance Friday or comic book origins. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Yay! Continuing this whole Freedom Force thing, we're gonna be doing Uncle Sam, the very first appearance of Uncle Sam, which is National Comics #1. It's going to be a shorter. Evening tonight, I guess, because it's a shorter story. And well, Gail needs me to pick up our daughter in about an hour, so there's circumstances. Went to the warehouse sale day one, got some good war comics, got some other cool stuff for the auction tomorrow, so please hang out with us tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time for the auction, because it's a live stream. It's a real good hangout where we sell comics. All righty. To help me do this little reading here, we have the real Dr. Venkman, except no substitutes.
Or RDV, if you prefer that.
Okie dokie. We have Back Issue Breen. How are you doing, sir?
I wish I could be here, but I haven't gotten my notification yet, so I'm still waiting.
That is just about how they're treating this channel, which... After we, did you just turn on your mic for a second just to go?
I did.
I'm laughing. Let me let you know about this. Okay, yeah, you're good. That's all the voice we deserve from Katie.
Hold on a second. Ha ha.
They are, and of course we are joined by Miss Katie. How are you doing?
I am great. Hey, boys.
And the felt version of me, we have Puppetine. Alrighty, so basically this is going to be like a really cool high school play done for you. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, we're going to be joking and having a good time all the way through reading the story, because these Golden Age and Silver Age comics, they were built for fun, and that is all. And sometimes they're a little bit silly, and all I got to say is, you know what? I think Eric Breen is right when he says read back issues, and that's what we're about to do here. All right, first, though, we're going to say hello to Maranya, saying here to see Uncle Sam be a patriot, and LK saying thank God for EST, which I'm assuming means England Teen Standard Time. And the U.S. choked their way out of quarterfinals of the mixed doubles archery. Okay, let's see. The Olympics are truly underway when the U.S. underperforms. Well, that's nice to hear. Indie Comics Jones is in the house, as so is Miss So. How do you do? Hello, hello. What's up, Venkman?
Well, I didn't say that was Breen, but I was just gonna say I'm ready for 6 inches of fun.
Oh yeah, okay, yes, aren't you? Isn't everybody under the bridge with me? All right, so anywho. Let's get to this. I think I don't know. I think we're going to enjoy this. Once again, we are at what is it called? Reading Comics Online or something like that.
Read Comics Online.
Read Comics Online. Yes. There we go. Okay, let me share this out. And
we do encourage you, if you do go on any of these sites, please go pick up the book if you can.
Well, this one I don't think you could, but in all honesty, I believe National Comics is in the public domain. So,
because if you were to pick this book up, it would probably be accompanied by an arrest.
It's more than likely going to cost you more than $3, is what I'm guessing.
It says 10 cents. False
advertising. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yes,
well,
give them the dime.
But I don't have any legs to give.
There you go. All righty, and also we haven't handed out rolls, so we're just going to be going on with it, and I still call Uncle Sam. Okay. There you go.
I guess I'll be narrating.
No, oh yeah, boy, you haven't seen the opening narration yet, have you? Guys, smoke them if you got them. Eric, you're busy. All righty, gang. So here we go. This is one of my favorite Golden Age comic covers. I mean, Uncle Sam is riding on an airplane, smacking a Nazi, and for some reason, random little boy. I don't get the little boy being on the airplane in a dogfight. I truly don't.
That's the Wonder Boy right there. I'm pretty
Wonder Boy? Is that who that is? I don't know.
Respect
in case you're wondering.
There you go. Random kid. And I guess we start off with a bike commercial. There was a boy in our town, and he was wondrous wise. He bought himself a Schwinn built bike and showed the other guys with Schwinn's exclusive wheel brake and rear brake and rear expanders too. It was the very safest bike that his gang ever knew. In spite of all its beauty, he never knew theft's sorrow. Protected by Schwinn's cycle lock, excuse me. I guess it wouldn't be cyber. No one but friends could borrow. And so, because a Schwinn-built bike will never let you down, just take your choice and you will be the leader of your town. So there you go.
That's
really gone with the Schwinn.
Mm-hmm.
That's a well-dressed would-be thief, though.
It is. I mean, the would-be thief is in a freaking three-piece. And yes, okay. All right, starting us off here, we have National Comics. We've got Uncle Sam right smack dab right in the middle of the page there, looking awesome as he should. One hell of a dapper Dan, if you ask me. So do you want to do the narration, sir?
Sure.
Because it looks like, it's 1.5 pages full. Let's hear it.
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
I'll be back in half an hour. Okay.
All right.
In 1776, as a new but tattered flag was hoisted over the 13 free states, a new spirit was born. A spirit that grew until 48 states became united under one flag. I guess going left to right here.
I guess.
Out of the spirit, like a guiding father, came Uncle Sam, as Americans fondly named him, to watch over the destinies of growing America. Pleased when the North and South finally settled their differences and the United States were again united. In the trenches in 1917, fighting to preserve the principles of democracy.
Oh, sorry.
I ain't a mind reader, kid.
He's just too enamored with Uncle Sam there.
There you go.
And once again, 21 years after Americans had shed their blood so that a system of government offering freedom, equality, and the pursuit of happiness might be preserved, the forces of evil, greed, intolerance, and crime threatened the very ideal out of which America's greatest character was born. Now, for the first time in the history of comics, the great Uncle Sam joins the war on crime, evil, and injustice.
I told you it's another half page.
With the dramatic terror of an approaching storm, the grim harvest of an overworked soil descends upon the farmers of the United States. Dust storms announcing with implacable finality that the dry soil will no longer yield. In great rolling clouds, the parched earth shifts across the once fertile valleys of the Midwest. Farmers abandon their worthless farms, turn westward in search of jobs, any job, for they are hungry. Across the Great Plains, over the Rockies, like a mighty invasion, they descend on the more fertile lands of the West. But other states have their unemployment problems too. At the gates, the migrants are forced to stop, keep out, but more come, and soon a huge camp of homeless, destitute Americans gather at their borders. On a high ledge overlooking the camp, 3 men survey the scene.
Okay, who wants to be the bad guy?
I suppose I could be the bad guy if you wanted.
Be the bad guy.
Do the bad guy.
According to my information, there should be more coming in a few weeks. A smart man could use that crowd. They're bitter enough to fight for anyone.
Froggy?
But boss, there are only a few of them.
Froggy, I didn't know you were here. I could name you 3 dictators who started with a following smaller than that. This is a setup for us. Join the camp. You know what? You know what to do. I'll get the money in a month. We could have a first-class fighting outfit, a march on Washington, and what's that?
I handle
Cobra, a dictator.
But boss, that means killing, murder.
Listen, Snile. It isn't petty squealing well on the United States Mint. More dough than you can count.
Cobra drives off, leaving his 2 agents to their work. With the craft of trained rabble-rousers, Scar and Snile set to work on the Okies.
Dictatorship must replace democracy. Freedom is farce. Place us in power and America will rule the world.
Soon, units of the purple shirts appeared by Scar. Scar?
That's his name.
Oh. But democracy has a defender. Ezra Smith speaks.
Katie?
Well, actually, isn't that Sam?
Is it? Okay. Dictatorship. Yeah, I don't think it is, but okay. Dictatorship will enslave you. Under democracy, you have freedom. Anybody want to take the other guy here?
Scar, the suckers are beginning to listen to that guy, Smith. Is that a good voice?
Yeah, but now you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah? I'll take care of him.
One night.
Buddy, my boy, it's really horrible that a gang like the Purple Shirts can stir up free-thinking Americans to the point of giving up their freedom. We must stop these political gangsters.
That's what you think, Grandpa. You and your democracy are through.
Why, you rat sock.
Watching from outside, Snile, scared beyond reason, fires. Smith drops a slug in his back.
Good work, Snile. Come on. No use looking for the kid. We've got to scram.
I did good.
Disconsolately, the frightened lad heads toward the desert. Unable to contain himself any longer, he bursts into tears. Suddenly, the sound of someone whistling.
Now, little man, you're not really crying. Men don't cry, you know. Tell your Uncle Sam about it.
Whose uncle are you?
Everyone's uncle. Every American boy is my nephew.
Oh.
You see, I've been around this country a long time, and I reckon the principles of our forefathers are worth preserving and fighting for. Of course, some folks will say I'm a busybody, but when a little fella needs help, I reckon even a busybody's aid is mighty welcome.
Gosh, Uncle Sam, you're a real smart guy.
As they pass, Snile emerges from the shadows.
You know, laddie, I can use a right smart assistant like you. What's your name?
Buddy, sir.
He pushes a huge boulder directly on Uncle Sam.
Who did that? By the stars and stripes, I'll wring his neck.
Gosh, that rock must have weighed a ton. It bounced off him like a pebble.
Oh, crap. I'm out of here.
Frightened at Uncle Sam's wrath, Snile flees in terror, but Buddy is too quick.
So, it was you. Who are you and why did you do that?
Don't hit me. I didn't mean it.
All right, stop whimpering. Here's your hat and don't go around dropping boulders on people.
Yeah.
What a wretch.
I think he did it on purpose.
Back at the camp of the migrants, Scar makes new plans.
No, that's talking to me.
That's VENKMAN.
You sure? Oh,
yep.
Okay. Hello, Cobra. The shirts are organized.
Good. The fortress is ready too. Get your men here at once. We begin action tomorrow.
See, it wasn't me. That was. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, boss. I'll have the suckers up by tomorrow, and all of them will be ready to dock for us. Scar, help! Scar, I saw a miracle. I dropped the giant rock on Uncle Sam's head, enough to crush an ordinary man, but he... Oh, I went sword right there.
He flicked.
He flicked it up like I was a snowflake.
And that's why there are no heroes in comic books named Clint Flicker.
I guess I'll take this next line then. I don't know what you're yelping about, but I got a good cure for you.
No, please, no!
We don't want a weakling in the purple shirts.
Bang, bang!
Help, I've been shot!
No,
What's the sound of this?
Getting kicked in the butt.
Next day at the hidden fortress of the purple shirts, cars filled with stormtroopers speed into the secret entrance. They march into a well-equipped control room.
Oh no!
I want to see Andel Cobra. Oh, that's actually you there, but let's go. Yeah, keep going.
VENKMAN. Yeah, Scar. Like that.
Okay.
Well, my guy got killed.
Yeah. Okay. I guess so. You see, Scar, we've got the most modern equipment. We could hold out for months against this, the entire U.S. Army, if they discovered us here.
But, Cobra, this looks like foreign-made equipment. And those troopers, they're foreigners, too.
Right, Scar. Gatch Gozen here is an agent, and for a well-known foreign power, his government will send a couple of pocket battleships over as soon as we stir up trouble. They'll aid us with troops and money. Meanwhile,
is that the kid?
Yep.
Okay. Gosh, Uncle Sam, you sure can run fast.
If what you tell me is true, that camp needs looking into. Uniform. Say, young man, don't you know it's against the law to wear a military uniform?
Yeah.
VENKMAN?
Well, okay. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, well, that's one of the laws that's going to be changed right now. Get.
We see Uncle Sam and Bucky. What's his name here? Buddy. Uncle Sam and Buddy, not Bucky. No, this has nothing to do with Captain America and Bucky. Beating up the not brown shirt Nazis.
Run him down. We don't tolerate meddling old hey what.
Where's my hat?
Here it is, Uncle.
Suddenly, out of a tent, the wretched figure of Snile staggers towards them.
Hey, look, Uncle Sam, there's that man again.
Looks like he ran into a peck of trouble.
Froggy, you're not dead.
I'm invincible. Go, thanks, go, Scar Cobra, the chief there at Box Valley, Big Fort.
This sounds like that Ben Stiller character in Tropic Thunder.
Today,
I'm afraid VENKMAN has gone full retard on this character.
Never go full VENKMAN.
Never go full VENKMAN.
Meanwhile, two foreign planes approach the presidential yacht.
But it's impossible. You can't kidnap the president.
It's being done right now. Get going, Mr. President.
That's you still.
Oh, don't radio for help. The men in that
Autogyro
will bomb this ship if any message goes out.
President
Scream the news.
It's like Garrett Morris.
Back to the secret fort wings the kidnapped plane. Into an underground hangar, the craft is lowered.
I'll keep him covered. Lower away. Welcome, Mr. President. Perhaps you wonder why we've brought you here. We merely wish to show you the beginning of a new military power. Your democracy, Mr. President, is doomed. Those men are trained troopers.
Outraged by the crime, the entire nation joins the frantic search for the chief executive.
Patrick flying.
Meanwhile, Uncle Sam and Buddy skim across the Rockies to Box Valley. At last, they discover the fort.
Someone's preparing for plenty of trouble. Shh, don't look now, buddy, but there's a fella creeping up behind us. You make a dash for it while I keep him busy.
Oh, no.
Be much healthier for you be waving our flag instead of wielding a gun, my lad.
I guess. And it would be a lot healthier for you to mind your own business.
Well, I've taken care of myself a good long time now. It's young fellas like you need advice on health ideals and such matters. In that,
In that case, I'll let you give advice to the firing squad.
Buddy arrives at Army headquarters.
Uncle Sam is in trouble at a secret fort.
Order Company K out at once.
Followed by LMNS.
Because we always listen to 8-year-old boys that break into our facilities.
Yes, of course. So this is the hideout of the purple shirts.
Yes, and in 24 hours, we'll be in Washington. The government in my hands.
Can't you Americans see that if you put your liberty and your government in the hands of men like these, you'll be betrayed?
Don't listen to that rah-rah stuff. When I'm dictator, I'll shoot all these free thinkers just like him.
I'm with Uncle Sam.
The fate of freedom depends on you.
Quick, get your men goes and kill the swine.
Staunchly, the Americans stand off the attack while Uncle Sam runs to rescue the president.
And we see Uncle Sam running through a castle until he gets to the president's cell door. You can't open this door barehanded. The lock is welded steel, opened only by electricity. Well, I'll be if I didn't pull the whole thing out of the concrete and all.
Shucks, I don't know my own strength.
It's the Lucky Strikes, flavor and everything. Meanwhile, the Army unit has arrived and opens fire.
We're halted. These walls are 10 feet thick. Here, hold on to my coattails. This is a bit undignified, Mr. President, but no one's looking.
Let's fly out of here.
Keep your head low. They're firing fast.
You see the president? He's flying.
Yep. I like the fact that it looks like Uncle Sam is catching missiles and he gets his hat knocked off. And then the air... Say again?
His hat is following him.
Yeah, it looks like it. And then we see airplanes trying to bomb him. I'm going to stop this little war right now.
I guess I'll do that.
Yeah,
look! I don't know. There's so many guys in purple. I don't know.
And then we see Uncle Sam burst through a wall. Just one moment, gentlemen. This government wants a word with you.
Mercy. Give me a break.
You'll get a break, a fair trial, which is more than your kind of government would give a traitor.
Give me a kickback break.
Yes. You can stop firing now. The purple shirt revolt is over.
Yay!
The firing ceases. The Americans haul down the dictator's flag, and his old glory is run up the strains of the Star-Spangled Banner floats from the fort.
Here's your hat, Uncle Sam.
Thanks, buddy. I reckon you boys could take care of yourself.
Look at him run off before I could get a picture. Probably a publicity stunt.
I wonder. I have a feeling he's real as you and I.
Well, we're on drugs.
Well, readers, it appears I have an assistant who will share my adventures, and I'll bet right now there will be mighty exciting ones.
Follow the adventures of America's greatest comic hero, Uncle Sam, into the offices of Dr. Wortham and eventually to the trial that will give us the comics code.
Oh,
just
really? Uncle Sam was...
He flew off with an 8-year-old boy.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just 1 minute, Uncle Sam. Is that your kid? No, it's not.
Sally O'Neill, policewoman.
Yeah, I'm just looking at what else shares his comic with him.
Kid Dixon.
So
You know, we actually have a woman in our cast right now, so we could actually do
Read these.
an issue of a police woman.
we could do a first appearance starring a woman.
Yes,
Do things such exist?
it
like
is possible.
women?
I know.
Yeah. Sure, yeah, but what did you actually? I kind of enjoyed this one. Granted, it showed that it really is better when we divide characters before we start.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was no time. I got home from the warehouse sale, and we needed to get going.
I mean, I almost swear that was bad.
Yeah, that was something. So, Katie, you're new to all this kind of Golden Age comics and so forth. What did you think of this little story here?
That was awesome.
Good times.
Yeah, that was fun, except for the whole Hitler thing.
The whole the purple shirts aren't the brown shirts at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
But
They're the Lakers.
Hitler.
Purples.
Dragon Ball says he got a herpes ad when he clicked the video.
What the hell?
Why are you reading his stuff?
That's weird. Yeah. Purple shirt leader is Orange Man. You watch. Gonna flick the purple shirts up, says Ed Brewer.
Oh no.
Black shirt is the new purple shirt, says LK. Oh yes, yes it is. Yes it is.
Policewoman. Well, he also says policewoman in the 1940s. What science fiction is this?
I know, right?
It's
Awesome
like,
one.
yeah. Let's see, purple shirts. They need accessories like the bangle earring and purple necklace. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a lot of fun. I could see one. Especially for the time, obviously, the patriotic heroes were in World War II. Uncle Sam, of course, being the embodiment of the American spirit. I could see why this sold. But it's also a pretty decent story, I thought, for a Golden Age thing. How about you, Eric? You're more versed in the ways of the Golden Age.
I liked it. They didn't wait for future appearances to give him a sidekick, so they had all their bases covered. And I said, I think in the next issue, Child Services took the kid away from him. But
well, yeah, I would have to say, notice there was no little boy on the wing of an airplane on this one, but yeah, at least now we know what it was all about and everything. But no, it was a good time. I like this one.
So,
this one's good. Going ahead.
I was going to say the purple shirts. No, they kind of make sense because look at Baron Zemo. He was purple too, and he was supposed to be like German.
Okay, I see where you're going with that.
It might have been a common theme, because they don't want to do all right that,
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It was a good time. I think we're gonna move away from Uncle Sam. As a matter of fact, if with what you guys say, and if you want, we can do a female character next week, Katie.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How about the Golden Age hero Miss America from Timely Comics, which went on to be Marvel Comics?
That sounds amazing.
All righty, Eric, you up for that?
sure.
All righty, cool. I hope Venkman and Puppetine, you kind of down with that as well. That sounds like I think that'd be kind of fun.
Man.
Yeah. So that'll be our next week's character for First Appearance Friday in Comic Book Origins. We'll probably be doing more stories. Like if there's 2 in there, we'll do that. We would tonight. Unfortunately, I do have to pick up her responsibility. Usually Gail does. She's sick tonight. And she usually goes after to pick up our daughter from work while I'm doing the show. Unfortunately, being sick, she's not able to do that. So I'm going to cut this early so I'm able to go pick up my daughter. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Yes, this is going to be a shorter one than usual. Let's see. What are we saying? Sorry, Mr. Streamwinds. Oh, okay, talking about the thing. Lots of cheap purple and ink and Golden Age. I guess so. Wow, Miss America book sounds great, says Graphic Man. I think it'd be fun. We're gonna do the very first appearance of Miss America if we can find it. And let's see.
What about Black Canary?
We'll eventually get there. This is we're still in American Pride Month. As soon as July's over, it becomes August.
Friday in July?
August is Jack Kirby month on both of my channels. It has been since Jack Kirby's 100th birthday.
The reason I asked because next week is the last week in July.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was asking afterwards, you know.
So afterwards, yeah, that's what I'm saying right now. We're going to be open up a little bit wider because we're going to be doing Jack Kirby creations, and I've even got some ideas for top 10s for Jack Kirby and such. I think it'd be a good time. So that'll be in August. Alrighty. So, oh, by the way, yes, Maranya is pointing out that this story, one of the reasons why I think it was good, is written by Will Eisner, creator of The Spirit, the guy who really did push comic books beyond what they were doing back in the day. So I think that was one of the reasons why it was an excellent story. All right, guys, once again, thank you very much for helping out. Thank you very much for joining, ladies and gentlemen in the comments. Thank you very much for keeping the story going. Don't forget to go and vote for your favorite comic books of 2021 if you haven't done it already. If you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Ko-Fi, drop a couple of dollars. And at this point, anything in that Ko-Fi this weekend is going straight to the warehouse sale for the future auctions and everything. And I certainly appreciate anyone who's already done it. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. You kids have a good time.
Good night,
And
kids.
remember, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go.